Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live this evening. We're going to spend the next sort of 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours. No, but we'll try and keep to 45 minutes, just seeing who's awake and who's not this evening. Talking about DuePoint, that's where you are this evening. At DuePoint, we're doing what we believe is something incredibly impactful in the South African economy, and perhaps in the next 40 minutes I can leave you with a bit of belief in what we're trying to do here. To start with, let me tell you that DuePoint is firstly a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. All right, we're a full-blown licensed life and short-term insurance company, and we are listed on the JSE, first founded in 1952. This is a 66-year-old company. We're older than most insurance companies that you've heard of. Now, you might not have heard of us this evening, but you're going to know why in a minute. So give me a few minutes, but what I want you to do is trust in the fact that this is not a startup. You're not at something new and fangled here. This is a well-established 7-decade-old insurance company. See that magical power we have in the room there? I promise you, it's going to make your phones ring. So, folks, take some time. Look us up on the JSE under Conduit Capital. Go to the FSB's website. There's our FSP number. Obviously, we're an authorized financial services provider. Look us up under the Financial Services Board. Know who you are dealing with here. So often in South Africa, we are faced with these things that kind of fly in and fly out, taking our money along the way. Just 2 weeks ago, there was another big scandal in the newspaper. We want you to know that we're a homegrown South African company. We all exist. We're not Facebook entities. You can actually see me. You can call me. You can find my client service team here. You can find us in this building from Monday through Saturday, every single day of the week. So that should give you some confidence about who you're dealing with here. I'm Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive in the corner there, chartered accountant, been in this industry for 20 years. I've got Tim next to me, also a chartered accountant from the banking industry. We've got Stacy from the auditing industry, also a chartered accountant. And then from that point on, everyone's just pretending. This is Jane, not a chartered accountant. She's our direct selling expert in this building. And then we've got Rob over there. He's our design guy and has also spent 2 decades in this industry. We've got all the specialist skills, but the most important thing about us is that we're here, and you can find us, and we will be working with you in the task that we do here at DuePoint. So what is it that we do at DuePoint? Well, our primary objective at DuePoint is not to sell insurance and investment products, which is what people get very confused about. They think we're an insurance company. That must be what we're doing. It's also not something that you're going to be doing. Our primary objective at DuePoint is to put into the hands of South Africans a tool that they control that can be used to create regular, recurring, and steadfast income. The object of our exercise at DuePoint is to have economic impact in South Africa. Right now, we know we're all in a bit of trouble. First of all, we have no control over our income. If you have a full-time job right now, you know someone else is telling you how much you're going to earn, what your increase is going to be, whether you get a bonus, and whether you even have a job tomorrow. Someone else tells you that. You have no control over it. Do not believe you can build a long-term career in South Africa anymore. You cannot. There is simply not enough jobs. The economy is shrinking every year, and we are just in a queue for the next person to have lost our job. That's all we are. People are in denial about it, but as the years are passing, I think the reality is settling in. The second stage of that, of course, is that we have no control over our actual economy. We are forced to spend and pay for things that are getting more expensive every day. I remember once upon a time when there were annual price increases. Now there are weekly price increases. You know, on the 1st of April, everything's going up by 7% because of a 1% increase in VAT, which translates to a 7% increase in VAT. I hope you haven't been fooled by that. 1 over 14 is 7%. There's a 7% price increase going up. Are you all getting 7% salary increases on the 1st of April? So then who is compensating for the price increase? How do you control your personal economic position? Well, what do we see in South Africa? No one is in control. Half of our potentially economically active citizens are unemployed, and that number is growing every year. Next year, it'll be like 55%. Last year, between the 1st of January and the 31st of May, 500,000 people became unemployed in South Africa. 500,000. We have no control. And the object of DuePoint's exercise is to put you back in control, that you can start creating an income that bridges the gap between what you earn and what we need to survive in this economy. And hopefully in time, what we need to start aspiring again. We want to unplug you from this debt system that you are currently using as your bridge. Right now, we don't earn enough to cover our costs. so we bridge it with debt. In every conceivable way in South Africa, we have debt. And it never escapes us, and it moves from generation to generation in South Africa. We want to turn that around. We want to remove this and replace it with the DuePoint tool. That is our primary objective here at DuePoint. Our secondary objective, of course, is we're using technology in the 21st century to plug our customers into the heart of our business and to open a window into the financial services space in South Africa. Right now, it's an incredibly regulated space, and it means that most South Africans cannot enter it. We're opening that window to get more South Africans involved in the financial services space in South Africa. With those two objectives put together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is where you come in. You are able to now contract with us as what we call a wealth engineer. A wealth engineer has one task. It's not selling, it's not advertising, it's not advising. You have one task, the simple task of connecting individuals to us. As you connect people to us, you penetrate the market. You create new channels of distribution for us, into which we come along as Constantia DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products in those channels. When we do that, we create income, and when we create income, we create that extra recurring income for you. This is not something you're going to quit your jobs to do. It is simply a tool. We place it in your hands, and you use it to create an income that is there not when you are selling. You can see these people that sell the soaps and the cleaning agents and the mouth sprays and all of this stuff. They're only making money when they're selling. As soon as they're sick and in hospital, they can't earn. As soon as they go on holiday, they can't earn. If they're too busy at work, they can't earn. That is not what we wanted to create at DuePoint. What we have done is we've used financial services and lifestyle products that run on automatic debit order systems, which means that every single month, no matter what your circumstances are, whether you're lying on the beach or in a hospital bed, those debit orders raise. And when they raise, your income comes in on a steadfast and reliable basis. This allows you to completely change your personal budget. You're able to lean on the income that you create with us. We then leverage this and allow you to build channels, teams of individuals who penetrate the market and grow your impact, grow your connections to us here at DuePoint, increasing your earnings in a way you couldn't do by yourself. In fact, we do it in a way that hopefully starts to earn you income every hour of the day, 24 hours a day. This is not an employment opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. This is, again, just a tool that we put in your hands. You use it when you want. You are completely independent of us. If you choose not to use it, that's fine. If you choose to use it a lot, that's fine too, and everything in between. But there is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer at DuePoint. None at all. We do not take your money here. Everywhere else you've gone, that you've heard, you've got to pay something to get in. You've got to buy the starter kit. You've got to pay the entrance fee. You've got to buy the starter manual. You've then got to buy application forms. You've got to pay a monthly business fee, admin fee, sales fee. There is no fee and no cost at all in being a wealth engineer at DuePoint. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer at no additional premium. This is not a financial risk decision you're going to make this evening. So even if you take the tool and tomorrow decide you're not going to use it, it has cost you nothing. It is also something that every single South African can use. There is no advice being given here. You're not an intermediary. You're not a broker or an agent of ours. You simply connect individuals to us. And everyone in South Africa can do that. And as a result, everyone in South Africa is in a position where they can now start building assets, real assets, not the ones that they bandy about on Facebook and Google and that. With us, we build channels with recurring, reliable income. When you've got something that does that, that is a real asset. It now puts you in a position where you can price your channel. And when you can price your channel, you can sell it to someone else. When you pass away one day, your channels are going to be handed over to your children. And the income that you've created during your lifetime is what they are going to earn in theirs. We have created generational legacy here at DuePoint. This is not a brand new company. We are 70 years old. We think generationally. What are we going to do to change the next generation in South Africa? Instead of giving them debt, which is what we've been giving them up until now, we leave behind our debt to our children. Now we're going to be leaving behind income streams and channel assets that they can take and grow even further with the DuePoint system. Hand it over to your grandchildren and give them the opportunity to build from there too, and so on and so on. These are the real assets that you build at DuePoint. We have done it in a way that is completely convenient to you. Believe you me, we know the things that you did not want to get involved in. You did not want to get involved in something that's going to require you to sell to your friends. Fantastic. No selling at DuePoint. In fact, we contract you out of it. You may not speak about our products, and you may not sell any of our products here at DuePoint. You are free from that burden. No advertising, no marketing of our products here at DuePoint. You also don't have to do any presentations. No more trying to convince your friends to do something. The briar herd them into the room, lock the doors, turn the TV on, and force them to a presentation. That is not what this is. You might have heard of these things before. DuePoint is none of these. Using our technology, there are only two people that ever do the presentation, and that's me and Rob. And we are in your pockets 24 hours a day with our technology. You also don't have to cart around products. You don't have to come to our storeroom, back your bucky up, and us fill it in, and then you take it home and fill your fridge and your garage and change it every time it goes off. And all. None of that. Everything exists in your phone here at DuePoint. Your entire financial services business in one smartphone. That is how we have built this system, completely convenient for you. It leaves you with the one task of simply connecting individuals to us. How do you connect individuals to us? There's only 4 ways of doing it. The first way, you go to our information counter afterwards, or you order at info@duepoint.net, and you buy one of our USB sticks. It's 170 Rand. The princely sum of 170 Rand, and you've got our presentations on it. You plug it into a smart TV, a computer, a laptop, and there we are, any time of the day, anywhere in the country, doing the presentation for you. The second way to connect people to us is to come here. If you're in Gauteng and the surrounding areas, come here Monday through Saturday. We do the presentation out of this auditorium. Night times, lunch times, mornings. Go to our website, find a convenient time, and come through, and we'll do the presentation for you. And then the third way of connecting people, the most important way of connecting people to DuePoint is through our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, search DuePoint, and you will find every single presentation we have ever done. Pick your favorite one, whether it's 2 minutes long, 15 minutes long, 30 minutes long, an hour and a half long. We've got all of them, all the different versions. They're all there for you. And anywhere in the country, 24 hours a day, Christmas Eve around the Christmas table. You go, do you require more income? If they say no, they're lying. So you know it's always yes to that answer. Do you require more? Yes. Click. That's what you do. There's no discussion around products. There's no convincing. If they say to you, no, just give me a summary. You go, here's a summary. Click. And if they go, no, just tell me about the products. You say, no problem, here are the products. Click. Everything you need to learn about DuePoint is in your ability to click play on YouTube. Everything you need is there. It is your most powerful connection to DuePoint, and we do all the rest of the work. The fourth way of connecting people to DuePoint is through our live broadcasts. Every one of our presentations, Monday through Saturday, is broadcast live across the country. And if you've got a phone, a tablet, a smart TV plugged into the internet or your computer, click play, and there we are in the room, HD surround sound, ready for your acquaintances to be connected to DuePoint. All you need to know how to do is click play. As you do that, some of the people that you're going to show the DuePoint presentation to are going to catch the vision. Not all. There's a lot of people that know better. There's also a lot of people that have been burnt and are covered in stigma. We understand this. Even though it's not what we are, we know that this is how they feel. But some of them will catch the vision. When they do, they become wealth engineers, and we allocate them to you. Your channel is now born. These folk go out. They will then do the same thing, connect individuals to us. Some of them will become wealth engineers, and we allocate them to you. And this process repeats itself as your channel grows organically across the country. This is not just a picture. This is actually how it grows. We can map out everybody's channels just like this. It is incredible how a channel grows organically across the country, penetrating the South African market for us. We then come along as DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel for you, and your income is born. Now, what's very important to note is that this is not a pyramid scheme. It is not a Ponzi scheme. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme, which disappoints many people, unfortunately. I never realized that. I thought that we would have to show that we were legitimate by saying we're not a get-rich-quick scheme. We lose half the audience the moment we say that. And I understand better now why. We are all so desperate in South Africa for wealth that we are unwilling to wait any longer. Guys, there is no chance you will get rich overnight in anything. Whether it's a coin on your computer or whether it's a cleaning agent for your floor that you can actually pick up and hold. Nothing makes you rich overnight, just like your careers. Your careers haven't made you rich overnight. How many decades have you spent in your careers and you're not rich yet? But you're going to go back there tomorrow, aren't you? You're happy to go put another 10 years in. All right. But here, as soon as I say this is not get rich quick, people go, oh, I'm done. Folks, this is a genuine income earning opportunity. We had to put this through 8 regulators. We are a licensed and listed insurance company. We didn't throw some scam through the 8 regulators that sit on our boards and audit and review us every quarter. No, we built something that over time builds generational wealth for individuals who are willing to put the time and the effort and the thought and the perseverance into it. No career and no business will build the wealth that we can build here at DuePoint for those who commit to the process. By committing and building channels, you allow us to facilitate the purchase of 3 products in your channel. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. The Access Wealth Plan costs 324 Rand a month. 324 Rand a month gets you 2 individual products. The first one is your very own tax-free investment account. This is how you now become a shareholder in the economy of South Africa. We take 100 Rand of your 324 Rand and we put it into your tax-free investment account every single month. It is a no-notice period investment account, no penalties, which means you can withdraw the money at any time. It's not an endowment fund. You don't wait 5 years. The money is yours, which means the actual cost of this product is only 224 Rand a month. For that 224 Rand, you get 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. So if you die from an accident, your beneficiaries get the value of your investment as it has moved in the markets and 120,000 Rand. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 299 Rand a month. For 299 Rand a month, no matter how old you are, where you're from, what job you have, how risky your personal life is, how many pre-existing conditions you have, no matter what, for 299 Rand, every single South African can get 1.2 million Rands worth of personal accident cover from us. Now, our products have been designed to supplement and grow the primary objective at DuePoint, which was to sell insurance and investment products? No. What was the primary objective of DuePoint again? It was to create income in the hands of South Africans. As a result, we have removed cover for illness and natural causes from all of our products. Why? Because the moment that's in, we've got to risk assess everybody. How old are you? What job do you do? What pre-existing conditions you have? And half, if not more than half, of South Africans will be priced right out of the DuePoint system and out of your channels and your ability to create income here. As a result, we've removed it. Now every single South African, no matter their circumstance, can be in your business generating income for you at 299 Rand a month. Our third product, it's our non-financial, non-insurance product. It's our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month. And this product gives you access to our leverage as a 7-decade-old corporate. We go out to hosts of suppliers all the time, and we negotiate prices, discounts, account managers, services, all sorts of specials and packages that we now make available to you as a member of our Wealth Points Club. That 299 gets you access to all those suppliers. You can use none of them, or you can use all of them in a month. You don't have to go to the gym and get points before you can do stuff. No, you get full access for 299 Rand a month. We've got retail stores in there, grocery stores in there, motor manufacturers in there. You see, motor manufacturers in there. We've got entertainment, travel agents in there, corporate-only travel agencies. Just last month, we added Jaguar, Range Rover, and Land Rover as a supplier. That now gives you specialist prices and services if you're a DuePoint Wealth Points Buyers Club member. It is probably our most exciting product. We love it. $299 a month. All right. Now, with this, people ask me the question, because they ask it of other systems as well, how does the maths work? How do you guys fund this whole thing? Well, we do it exactly the same way as we do it in the traditional space. We put the price of this business into the product price. In the banking and insurance business and industry out there, how do we get you to connect with us? Traditionally, we run adverts. TV adverts, billboards, radio adverts, SMS campaigns. You go into a bathroom in an airport or a cinema, what do you see on the doors and above the urinals? Adverts. Adverts. To book one of those bathrooms for a month is about 60,000 Rand a month. It costs us hundreds of millions to advertise to you just to get you to connect with us. Where do we pay for that? We put it into the product price, and when you pay for your banking fees every month, your funeral cover, your car insurance, your homeowner's insurance, 30 to 50% of it is next month's marketing. It's just built in. Every month you pay, we've got our money for next month's marketing. We build it in. Now here at DuePoint, we've done exactly the same thing. The only difference is we do zero marketing. Remember, I told you why you'd know why you've never heard of us by the end of this presentation, because we do zero marketing at DuePoint. We use you to connect individuals to us instead. And as a result, all that money that would have gone to SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, hundreds of millions, is now available for you and your channel right out of the product payment prices. All right. So that equips us at DuePoint to reward you for those connections you make for us in two ways. The first way is through what we call our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every time someone in your channel makes a product payment, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment has been made. So you run out, you talk to a few of your friends. Some of them catch the vision, become wealth engineers, pay for their product price. Okay? You get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. You introduce these people directly. R55. Not once and not per person. For product payments every month that they make those product payments. Now, this is good for you because it means that they can take more than one product. If they take 2 products, you get R110. If they take 3 products, you get R165 every time they pay for their products. You are now put in a position of control over your income. These folk go out, they chat to a few of their friends. Some of their friends become wealth engineers. Again, they pay for their product. And again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. Second point away from you, R55. R55. 21st century money. Money you can actually buy something with. Not R1, R5, R12, all the stuff we see all the time. Real 21st century wealth. Now, in this example, you've been here 5 minutes. You put a handful of people in. Count them up. It's a handful of people. And you are already earning just under R1,000 a month. 12,000 Rand a year that you have now created as additional income. None of you have quit your jobs. Additional income into your household. If you put a little bit more time and energy and effort in, your channel continues to grow and you earn on a diminishing basis. Just to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you have unlimited growth potential. Unlimited earnings potential. As long as you qualify to earn, you will earn for all product payments on every point in your channel. So if you grow a 25-point big channel and you've qualified to earn, you earn on all 25 points. You hand it over to your children, they grow to 50 points. They'll earn on all 50. They hand it over to your grandchildren, they grow to 100 points. They will earn on all 100 if they qualify to earn. How do you qualify to earn? There is this very long and complicated video. It's about 6 minutes long on YouTube, where in the 6 minutes I explain to you the entire system. But what that video will show you is how we have created generational legacy here and how we have unlocked your potential at DuePoint. What does it translate into? Well, it's difficult for me to tell you. How much are you going to earn every month? I have no idea. Because every one of you is independent of us, and every one of you is going to use this tool differently. Many of you are going to be part of the Naught Plus Naught Club. You're going to do nothing. But we took 20 years of data, and we ran some maths numbers on it, and we created and we calculated what we believe are very realistic and very conservative milestones that you could potentially use for growing your wealth here at DuePoint. We came out with a growth formula. We called it the 3+2 growth formula. And in it, it says what you are responsible for. What are you responsible for? In your first month, 3 people. 3 people. This is not one of those things you have to go out and find 15 people a day. No. 3 people in your first month. We think that this is really reasonable. And then every month thereafter, you are responsible for finding 2 people. You personally are responsible for finding 2 people, 1 every 2 weeks. That's all. We've got to have some kind of growth rate if I'm going to tell you what these milestones are. Now, if you can persistently, over time, add those 2 people every month, and we put lapses and cancellation rates into our maths, and people not doing 3+2 in your channel, even though you're trying to get them to do it. We put all of that in the maths. We believe that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. You can see how we're not Facebook. We don't have to throw the big numbers in the air. We're building lifetime wealth. 2.5 grand, not once a month, or not just once off, but every month now. It's 30,000 Rand a year that you have created as additional income into your household, and you've done it in 6 months with us. Have you had to kill yourself to get there? No. We actually think it's a bit of a joke. When we show you the numbers of what some of our guys are doing, 2 people a month, it's really conservative. Now, if you can continue to do that for another 6 months, for 1 year, this time next year, we believe you'll be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's additional income. Those of you who are wealth engineers already and earning, you would know you got paid today. Somewhere between the 17th and the 19th, basically, of every month, depending on the weekend, you get paid, which is really nice because you generally get paid at the end or beginning of the month, and then you know it's like the downhill slide to the end of the month. Well, now at DuePoint, you get a pick-me-up in the middle of the month, and you can slide down again before the next one. It gives you 2 in 1 month. You're earning twice now in a month. 10,000 Rand a month. It doesn't actually matter who you are, what job title you have, how much experience you've got. An extra 10 grand a month changes everything. It's paying off home loans, it's paying off cars, it's settling other debts, and you get it every single month if you can persist for a year. Now this is actually the important year, because for most people, there's the cutoff. 90 days. 90 days in, they go, no, this is too hard. I'm only on 500 rand a month. Yes, well, if we look at the maths, that's about right. You should be on about 500 rand a month after 90 days. But after another 90 days, that 500 is turned into 2.5, and then after another 6 months, it's on 10. Can you survive the first 90 days? Will you be turned away by those who know better, those who have been covered in the stigma of previous failures and of the things they've read in the newspapers about these garage startups who they're now painting us with the same brush with? Will you be able to have a thick enough skin to survive that? Because that is the question. Where you are able to do that, life starts to change quite remarkably. If you can get through the first year, our data shows you will move into the second year. We don't really lose anyone into the second year. And if you move into the second year and you're able to do another 12 months of just adding 2 people a month, just 2 a month, every single month, including Christmas and New Year's Eve and your birthday month and Easter, 2 every month. If you can do that, after 2 years, you can reasonably and conservatively expect to be earning about 27 to 30,000 rand a month. 27 to 30,000 rand a month, and you are now 360,000 rand a year richer. Most South Africans never get to 27,000 rand a month. They don't. They just don't get there. You've done it in 2 years with us. That's 2020. That's this time 2020. And you're on 30,000 rand extra a month with us. If you can do 2, you'll do 3. If you do 3, it's up to 45 to 50,000 rand a month. If you can do 4, it's up to 60 to 65,000 rand a month. And if you can do 5 years, half a decade with us, you'll be on about 80 to 100,000 rand quite reasonably with us. That's R1 million a year. You are now in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. You have had to put not 5 days or 5 weeks or 5 months worth of effort in. You've had to slog long and hard for half a decade. So I get 2 responses to this calculation because it's just mathematics. Some people tell me we earn too slowly, that it's just going to, Facebook told them 3 months to 100,000 rand a month. I can't help you. Unfortunately, none of that is real. What we are creating is real and lifetime income here. Income you have every single month thereafter. If we're going to do that, we have to do it properly, and it's going to take time. How many years have you been working in your employment for? How many years? If you can't give us 5 years, how come you've given your employer 25 years? He hasn't got you to 80,000 rand, has he? Has he got you to 30,000 rand a month? No. Now, we don't ask you to quit your jobs. Yeah, I said that already. You can keep your job. I know it puts the food on the table and basically keeps the lights on, because that's all it does. For 99.5% of South Africans, they will never see their aspirations in employment. Never. And that's a factual statistic. There is about 1,000 CEOs in the country who will see their aspirations met. Everyone else will run on the treadmill until they fall off and they'll be replaced. That's how it works. That's the industrial age form of employment that we still have globally. But you're in a position now where you can take this tool on as an add-on to your life and start levering a different kind of end to your story, a very different kind of end. If you're able to do that, well, this kind of change gives you again hope and aspiration in our system. Does it work on the ground? Yeah, we ask that question. Does this actually work? Have people actually been earning? Every month we put people on the stage who are using the tool. Again, we don't do high flyers here. We've got big boys here. Guys are earning over 100,000 rand a month. You'll never see them. We don't put them on stage because that's not what we're trying to prove. We're not the next thing like that. No, we just show you how normal people are picking this tool up and are using it every month to make a change in their personal economics. Last month, we had these 3 folk up. We had Natasha Weldrick from Port Elizabeth. She has never been to this office. So to demonstrate to you that you can build this business anywhere in the country without ever coming to DuePoint, because everything is on your phone. Everything is here. Natasha has proven it. 1 year with us, and she's made herself a channel worth 9,500 rand a month. What was my maths? 1 year to 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month. She's done it. Single mom, 3 kids, works most weeks 7 days a week in the retail industry. She does not have time for this business. So if you think you're special, welcome to the club of very special people here. No one has time at DuePoint. Everybody is busy. The idea of the tool is to lever back time into your lives. So you're going to have to commit some of your time to it, as Natasha's done and created that. She missed the presentation where I told her she only had to put 2 people in a month and 3 in her first month, because she put 23 people in her first 42 days with us. So when I say put 2 people in a month, 1 every 2 weeks, and you're sitting there going, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Well, Natasha said, I can do that, I can do better. 23 people in my first 2 days. In her first 60 days, she got to 2,500 Rand a month. And I said it would take you 6 months. 6 months. Now, she didn't go from 2.5 to 9.5 in 5 minutes. No, she took the rest of the year to get to 9.5, but she was enjoying the 2,500 from month 3, not from month 6 every month, and growing it from that point. You are now in control. You are. Not like your employment. You can't go to your boss and ask for a raise every month. But with this, you can increase your earnings every single month. It's up to you. Then we've got Ray and Rumby. Joined us about 9 months ago when we pulled these numbers, 9 or 10 months when we pulled these numbers. They're in that period of time up to $10,600 a month. 9 months, $10,600 a month. In January alone, without any effort from them, 92 people joined their channel. No effort from them at all. 92 additional people joined their channel. Wouldn't that be nice if you had 90 people, call it 100 people a month, joining your channel without you having to do anything? Absolutely amazing. What do? They put, on average, 12 people a month into the channel. I actually looked at their numbers today. They put 12 people in February as well. Personal invitation, 12, and those 12 are growing to the point that there's now 100 people a month coming into their channel with no additional effort from them. This is the power and the freedom of the DuePoint system that we have created. It is not like anything you have seen or heard of before. Then we've got Shadrach. Ladies, be warned. You can see that half-cocked head, the blue blazer. He's a player. 9 to 10 months ago, shout out to Shadrach. He's down in Newcastle. This man is a machine, absolute machine. In 9 months, he's created an income of 12,000 Rand for him. 12,000 Rand a month. 12,000 Rand a month he's created in 9 months. I said it was going to take him more than a year to get there. He didn't listen to me. He also has not heard the presentation because he put 33 people in the month of January. He only had to put 2 in, but he put 33 in. He is in control of his future here at DuePoint. And so, folks, go to our YouTube channel. Go and watch the testimonies of the people we've put on this stage. There must be nearly 100 of them now. Just a fraction of the people that are earning at DuePoint that we put on the stage once a month. Guys earning a couple hundred Rand a month. Guys earning tens of thousands Rands a month. Guys earning 60, 70, 80, 100,000 Rand a month. They're all there on the YouTube channel talking about how they've used this tool to create the income. Go and watch their testimonies. They're 2 or 3 minutes long each that they do here at DuePoint. And so that is DuePoint. That's it. Tonight is not really a decision about who we are, what we are. We're a 7-decade-old insurance company. I'm not worried about that. Tonight is a decision about whether you're brave enough to start earning income in a different way. Not a way that's going to cost you money. You're not going to spend any money here tonight. A way that's going to cost you time. You are going to have to take some of your precious free time on a consistent basis and apply yourself to converting that time into a different kind of future. That's what you're going to be doing here at DuePoint. If you want to join us, it's very easy. You go to our website, DuePoint.net. There's the address there. You click the big blue button. It's the same color as this that says apply. You fill out the application form, not a cent having passed from your pockets. And you are a wealth engineer immediately and can instantly start building your channel with us here at DuePoint. Folks, if you're serious, get the tools. We don't make money out of these tools. You make money out of these tools. Get the USB stick with the presentations on. Get the business cards. This is a 5,000 Rand set of business cards that you can buy for 645 Rand because, again, we have leverage in the market. We don't take one set to them. We take many. But you get the equivalent of a 5,000 Rand set of cards, 500 cards custom made for you for 645 Rand. Either order them on your app or order them at the information counter with us or at info@duepoint.net. Get your business cards. This legitimizes your connection to individuals. You're not running around with nothing in your hands. You now have something to connect people with. We've got iPads and tablet covers, specially made with DuePoint, notebooks inside, everything. Get the iPad covers. Get the backup batteries for your phones. We see your phones dying all the time while people are trying to fill the application form out. That kills your business. Get the backup battery, and you'll never run out of power on your phones. All the other bits and pieces are there for you. Prices are on the counter. Go and look in the glass cabinet. Get the tools if you're serious about this business. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. It is your #1 form of connection with us. It's how you connect people. We connect with you through there too. When we upload videos and when we go live every night, your phone will ping. You will know that we are live and you can be connecting people to DuePoint through the YouTube channel. Download our free app onto your phone. Doesn't cost you anything. Wherever you are, download it here. If you're in here, use our free Wi-Fi, put it on your phone and your tablet, and you are plugged into your channel in real time with our technology. Second by second, you can see what is going on in your channel. Your training is there. Guys, I beg you, do the training. The button at the bottom that says tools, click on it, watch the videos. Once you've watched the videos, you know how to do this business. Your personal documentation is there. Read it. Go away, look it up anywhere in the world, anytime. You can be seeing your product documentation with us, and all your personal details and tools that you need are on that app. Download it before you leave this evening. Folks, there's a few things I don't want you to do, though. People get excited and they make mistakes, and we want to get you nice and cleaned up. Remember, I told you this is a very regulated industry. 156 pieces of regulation the last time I counted governing this business. You don't know them. So let me help you not break any laws tonight. Firstly, don't become a wealth engineer if you cannot afford to be a wealth engineer. There are costs involved. Everything is online. That means you're going to need data. Data costs. You're going to be moving around connecting people. That's transport costs. If this is going to make things worse for you, don't become a wealth engineer. Don't become a wealth engineer if you don't have access to the internet or don't know how to use a phone or a computer. Guys, unfortunately, this is the 21st century. There are no paper application forms here. There's no paper brochures or gazebos or any of that stuff from the 1990s. No. You've got to know how to do this. And this is a good filter for you when you're talking to people. Don't bring your granny here who's never even seen a computer. There was a lady in the bank the other day in front of me who had never used an ATM. Never. ATMs were out in the 80s. I was like, you are not joining DuePoint. Folks, you need to use these as good filters to find the right people so that they build your channels. What are you here for? Personal accident and insurance products. No, you are here to create wealth for the future. Wealth for the future. That's your reason for joining DuePoint. And as a result, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you've got the right tools and the right people in your channels. And then if you have no transport or you struggle to move around, in other words, you don't have access to public transport or your own car, you're not going to be able to connect people to us. This is not the right place for you. But looking at most of you, you all managed to make it here this evening, so I'm assuming you could tick these 3 blocks. If you can, the number one thing I don't want you doing is filling out the application form on behalf of somebody else. Man, we can pull our hair out on this. Do you know it's a criminal offense? It's a criminal offense to fill out the application form on behalf of someone else. In there, you're going to sign terms and conditions of being a wealth engineer, of your products with us. You're going to give me permission to debit your bank account. You can't do that on behalf of somebody else. And you can't put your own bank account details in. You can't put your own email address and your own cell phone number in. Jeez, drives me mad. This is that individual's contract with us. If they don't have an email address, they fail filter number 2. Filter number 2. No access to the internet means they don't have an email address. Out. They will never build your business. I promise you they will never build your business. Okay? You cannot put an email address in for someone else. You can't put your cell phone number in for someone else. If they don't have a phone, fail filter number 2. Filter number 2 is a big filter. It fails people out quickly. Find the right people and put them in your channel and do it right. They fill out their form every time. That is how you will succeed in growing wealth here at DuePoint. Ladies and gentlemen, husbands and wives, work under 1W number. If you've got family members in your house, they can't join your channel. It's an anti-fraud mechanism we use. Kick them out. Kick them out. Grannies, aunts, uncles, out you go. If they're going to stay in their own houses, then they can be in your channels. If they're in your house, they can't be in your channel. Husbands and wives work together under 1W number. You do not need to advertise. We have completely freed you from that task. Don't run out of here this evening and start your own Facebook pages, your own web pages, your own billboards, your own banners in shopping centers and business forums. No, no, no. You do not need to do any of that. You can use your own personal social media, your personal Facebook page, to engage with people about creating wealth at DuePoint. Never talk about DuePoint's products. Keep clean and away from the things that will break the law. All right? You are free from that burden. That's what we do. And then, folks, take responsibility for everybody you put in your channel. Everybody you bring here and everyone in your channel is your responsibility, not ours. Make sure you are engaged in the growth of your own wealth, not hoping others will do it for you. As part of our program here to get you started and get you established, we run what are called monthly wealth quests. They're little challenging training sections. Every month they're different. And every month, everybody who completes the criteria of them, everybody who completes the criteria of them, is able to receive a reward from the challenge. A reward that is a tool that will help them grow their channels. You can build an entire toolkit by completing the criteria of each month's one. You know, one tool in one month, another tool in another month, etc., etc. They're always different until you've got an entire toolkit that's been given to you and rewarded to you through these wealth quests. This month's wealth quest is the Let Me Entertain You wealth quest. It says for those of you who are doing it, put 20 people on your first and second points. So that's people you've introduced and people they've introduced who've taken the Wealth Points Buyers Club this month and have it paid by the end of this month. And you can come through and choose from one of 3 tools. Your very own Apple iPhone, not a Fong Kongy second-hand thing, not the one from last year that I had. No, a brand new one out of the box. Anyone know the value of iPhones these days? That's the value of this wealth quest. Or you can choose a year's worth of data, 100 gigs worth of data on a Wi-Fi router that everybody can connect into in your household or at your channel meetings or anything. Your whole data cost issue eradicated for the year. Or you can choose the last one, 5,000 rands worth of air tickets from Altitude Travel, one of our suppliers, and you can fly around the country building a national channel here at DuePoint. If you complete it, 20 people in with the Wealth Points program paid by the end of the month, you can pick from one of those 3 tools. There'll be a new one next week. Next month. Well, next month. Rank 4s and above. We're going to talk about ranks in a minute. Rank 4s and above, you know who you are, and those of you aspiring to be rank 4, if you make it in the next 90 days, you can become part of this challenge in Wealth Quest as well. We're saying everybody in the next 90 days who's rank 4 and above, if you can put 5 rank 2s into your business before the 31st of May, there's an extra 25,000 Rand in cash reward for you. 5 rank 2s. That is nothing. It's nothing, but it's going to change your channel and your earnings. Remember, we said 5 rank 2s worth an extra 6 grand a month to you recurring, and 25,000 Rand for completing the Wealth Quest. So rank 4s and above, and those aspiring, really put your feet down now, and let's go for this. Guys, you picked a good night. I showed you those folks that were on stage last month. Tomorrow night, we're doing the next set of people. We've been waiting a month for them. It's our tell-all Tuesday evening. We've got 3 wealth engineers that are going to be on stage. One couple is the only couple that we know of that for 26 months in a row have increased their earnings at DuePoint. Absolutely incredible, dynamic couple that are changing their lives with DuePoint. They're going to be on stage tomorrow night. And we've got 2 others coming up as well from around the country, where this is a national business that we're going to have on stage. So wealth engineers, it's the perfect night to get your channel in, and it's the perfect night to get your guests in. So we want to be chock-a-block here tomorrow night, 6:30 we're starting. And, of course, those of you around the country watching, 6:30, tune in live. It's going to be the biggest event of March, hands down, tomorrow night. So make sure you're here. It's a good one. Guys, this Wednesday, the day after Tell-All Tuesday, hopefully you're fired up and ready to get started, because that public holiday, this public holiday, Wednesday, we're running a double presentation in the morning. No day off, it's Wednesday. You have Wednesday at work every week, so there's nothing special about it. We're all here on Wednesday morning. We've got 2 sessions that allows you to sign up double the amount of people, and it's triple XP on the morning. Triple XP on the morning for those 2 presentations. And for those of you watching live, it's triple XP. So guys, please, book your rooms around the country, KZN, Eastern Cape, Western Cape. Get your rooms booked. Tune in live. The first one will be at 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and the second presentation will be at 12:15 on Wednesday morning. Triple XP. We want to pack the place out twice and have plenty of people around the country watching. It is the day to grow your channel. Don't bring your wealth engineers just to sit and see. Promise the presentation will be exactly the same. All right, nothing special about it. It's your day to grow your channel. You've got the whole day off, and after that, when you can go home and have the afternoon to rest, which you'd never get at work. And you wouldn't have made money in the first half of the day on a Wednesday at work, which you're going to do here. So get your guys in wherever you are in the country. Wednesday, 10 o'clock and 12:15. Both events will be live streamed as usual. So we know that most of you don't know how to do this or are frightened to do it. There's a whole lot of excuses for not doing it. We're going to hope to try and kill some of them. We have developed our XP Rewards training program. It is a series of steps and programs that we use to take you from beginner to expert in our system, because our system is not the same as what you might have done or seen before. It is very different. Many people say, Brendan, I don't want to do your training because I know how to do this. No, you don't. DuePoint is completely different. As you complete these steps and programs in our system, we reward you with XP points. The XP points accumulate and are a measure of your experience with us. They're not worth rands and cents, just a measure of your experience. As you become more experienced, naturally your channel size grows. And where you meet the 2 criteria of experience and channel size, we rank you up from beginner to expert. And as we rank you up, we're able to reward you in the second way. Remember, the first way was that monthly recurring income. Now we put the cherries on the cake. In the beginning, as you rank up, we give you a little bit of cash. While you're tiny and getting going, it can take you a few weeks, and you're earning this cash already. Then as you get more experienced and your channel gets more serious, so does the cash in our system. Then from rank 5, we start to reward you with tools, again, that accelerate the growth of your channel. At rank 5, we give you a lightning memory stick, imported from the United States of America, full of our downloads, presentations, testimonies, tools, connects into every single electronic device in South Africa, and you're ready to connect people to DuePoint. At rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand set of imported business cards that are gold gilded, not gold printed, gold gilded, gold printed, custom made for you. 12,500 Rand set. They are the Ferrari of business cards. You will be one of very few people in South Africa that have them. Nothing compares to them. If you want to see what a set looks like, and they look like gold ingots because it's real gold, go and look in the glass cabinet there. When you hand people these cards, they're going to want to know what DuePoint is and what you do for them. It is a powerful tool for connection. Then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, every year that you do, we will take you and your family away. Not just you and your family away. No, leave the lights on for a minute longer. Getting too excited there. See how excited everybody gets about this one. You and your family away for a week in December, not in January or not in July when it's cold and cheap, in December. When it's hot and expensive and your kids are on school holiday, we take you away. 1 week, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. No paying for airport taxes or air tickets or transfers to the airport, all expenses paid. No paying for the minibar or for drinks at the beach, all expenses paid. We take you away every year that you maintain your channel size for the rest of your life. We've been before. We're going at the end of this year. The hotel's booked. The air tickets are booked. We've done our maths. Of course, if we break the maths, we'll get more tickets and more rooms, but we know kind of how many people are coming from our projections. But you are welcome to join us. Will you be part of that projected maths? Will you be part of it? Well, we've got enough months left in this year, but even if you don't make it, it doesn't matter. At DuePoint, there are no competitions. You don't start at naught on the 1st of January every year. This is an accumulating system. Whatever you build this year is what you start on the 1st of January next year. And you can build from there. And from the next year, you can build from there. It doesn't matter how many years it takes you. If you persevere, you will go rank 9 at DuePoint, even if you're doing 10 people a year. You will ultimately go rank 9. Of course, if you quit, you will never go rank 9. That's our only guarantee we give here. Quitters don't go rank 9. That's it. But if you do, and you persevere, and you put your head down, and you overcome those that don't pay their products, that laugh at you, that ridicule you, etc., etc., you and your family get to go every year on holidays like these. Now you can hit the lights.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sand where no one can see. You stand on at the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
Looks all right. Now, there are 28 ranks in our plan. At the moment, we'll create more as people achieve those. And this is rank 9. It is our baby trip, this one. There are many other trips in our ranks, and that's the baby one. The decision to do DuePoint is not some kind of I'm going to be selling products kind of thing. It's not that. It's about changing everything about your personal financial position going forward. Everything. Will you be there with us at the end of the year? You've got enough time to join us. The record to rank 9 is 5 months. This man achieved it over here. 5 months to rank 9. You can do it too. Maybe it takes you 18 months though. That's the average. If you're doing 3 plus 2, it's going to take you 18 months to get to rank 9. That's fine. 18 months, and for the rest of your life, you've got a holiday like that, plus the income coming in from the returns program. Remember, this is also not why you do DuePoint. You do DuePoint for the returns program. This is the cherry on the cake that we do. And rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not rented to you. You don't finance it through us, and we don't give it to you and then take it away. It's yours, your car, that you will use to build your freedom here with DuePoint. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see that we are very serious about what we're doing here at DuePoint. We have put tens of millions into DuePoint over the years. We have the best team in the country here, and we have by far the best system available in South Africa to tackle its objective, which is impacting and changing the South African economy. That is what we are doing here at DuePoint. We're not selling goodies. We are changing the economy. No one, no politician, no leader currently anywhere in the world is coming to our rescue. You know that. We see it every day. We have to be the solution. We have to, as the people on the ground. And tonight you have that opportunity to join us. It's not going to cost you anything. And so you can walk out of here with this tool in your hands without having spent any money. But you're able to walk out of here and choose a different kind of future. If you've got questions and concerns, ask the people who brought you. If they can't answer it, come and ask us. Come and ask us. We had to answer the questions when we built the system ourselves. Come and ask us. But don't leave here tonight without this tool. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live tonight.